So PREE stands for Pine Resin Extracts. So the pine tree, for those of you who are not familiar, the pine tree has an ingredient in it that basically helps with inflammation. When, for people in the Caribbean, where I'm from, when you're sick or when you have a cold, that's an inflammation buildup in the body. And so a lot of, the natural remedies that our parents used to give us involve, the pine, whether you eat the pine or you drink the pineapple juice. And that in itself is a remedy. And so we were able to get the extract of those pine trees and do research on it, combine it with other molecules, and make it into this plant-based product that we are calling PREE. PREE is just, as I said, we're going to have an official name for it. But in the meantime, we're just using pine resin extract. Yeah, so PREE was actually started by the company that I'm invested in. The guy, the owner of the company, his grandmother was a village healer. For back in the day, we had these village healers where, when people were sick, almost like replacing a doctor. And so, she came up with the remedy. She didn't know all of the benefits that it would have done. And it so happened that, the guy who owns the company, his son was a professional footballer and he had suffered an ankle injury. And he was on a professional, visit trial, they call it, where he was trying to get selected for a team. And because of that injury, he would not have been able to perform. And they then were able to apply this pre-plant based ingredient onto his ankle, which was swollen a lot, and he wasn't able to walk. But after they applied it, the swelling in the ankle went away the next day, and then he was able to then go on the trial and perform at his best. So that's when they saw this particular ingredient, it had a tremendous impact. And so they then went and did the research along with, some other doctors, some other chemists, and they were able to figure out this platform really has benefits that we believe if we able to improve on it, because obviously his grandmother had done that 20, 30 years ago, knowing to, how good it could have become. And so with the new research that is available today, they were then able to find a better composition that's more into today's realm of world. And so they started to sell that on the Home Shopping Network and on Amazon. Actually, the Dallas Cowboys players, they were one of the people that used it. And they had tremendous testimonies about it. And so they're continuing to improve on PREE. Right now, they are in the process of making this topical into an ingestible, whereby it will be able to hit the bloodstream faster as a capsule. And that's where we are heading right now. It's still a lot of work to be done, but by the time we have it into a capsule form, that will also be available at the Aberdeen Wellness Spa.